Hey guys, it's me Zell, and we are here with another Star Wars reaction video. It's been a long time, but we will be watching the second part of issue 3 of the Thrawn comics. So in case you missed the first 2 issues and the first part of this, issue number 3, feel free to check it out. It is on the channel. I am watching this thanks to Star Wars Audio Comics. They gave permission for me to react to the Thrawn issues on their channel. And in case you haven't heard of them, I definitely recommend them. They are doing lots of audio recordings of these comics we all love. And if you sometimes find you might have a hard time just reading and you need a little bit more addition, like senses to it, such as sound, it's great because it gives you a lot of background sounds, of course the character voices, and they visually put it together in a visual experience. So definitely recommend it. They do a ton of Star Wars comics and they're constantly putting more things out, so give them a sub and a follow, all that stuff. They do great stuff, so thanks to them. So yeah, I'm excited to see this last part. It'll kind of do a brief overview, I think, at the beginning, but if not, we left off with Price kind of getting her start, showing how she kind of made her presence in the Empire and started off as a minor. And let's see if this is going to introduce how her and Thrawn get together as their working relationship. So let's get to it.
Previously on Thrawn.
Yeah, there it is.
Your mother.
The Thrawn voice
She's
actor
been
does really
arrested.
good. Kudos to him.
Came from the governor's office.
This is Azadi's attempt to take over Price Mining. I can get the charges dropped, but you'll have to sign Price Mining over to the Empire.
You must have 100 good assistant positions you can offer. I want one.
I need to get a data card to Moff Gotti. You know who he is, right?
Oh.
That, Miss Price, is polystyrene spike.
Wow.
And you, my dear,
Yeah.
have enough of it on you to guarantee that you spend
He
the rest
blackmailed
of your
her.
life in prison. Unless you do exactly what I say.
I hope you're proud of yourself. I'm sorry I couldn't rely on you.
We have a position for an expert in
I'm
mines,
sorry I
mining,
couldn't
and
rely
refining.
on you. Nice.
You would be a perfect fit.
Oh yeah,
You
I
get
forgot
more
about
notice
this
than when we were
part.
delivering data card packets for Senator Rankin.
She made friends and they got her good
Let us show you
connection.
how much Coruscant still has to offer you.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I
Okay,
think
so that
that's
was a
enough
good
for
ending for
today.
her.
So I hear
Oh.
I wasn't lying when she told me you'd be a dedicated student.
Is that
That's
all
right,
she
she
told
was
you
doing
about the
training.
Dauntless? What in the world are they doing here? Welcome to the Yinchom Dojo, Captain Thrawn.
Yinchom
I'm
Dojo.
Miranda Price. We met at an Ascension Week reception in the Alessandra Hotel when you were a senior lieutenant.
Certainly I remember you, Miss Price.
So
You're an
he's
aide to Senator Domus
captain.
You have a remarkable memory, Captain.
Yes, he
I work
does.
for an advocacy
Oh,
group
that's you,
now.
Lauren, too?
How may I assist you?
We're here to speak to the owner.
Yeah, that's his voice.
Cease!
Woo!
Officer of the
Cathar?
Empire. I am Hasishi,
I think.
master of the Yinchom Dojo.
She's very
How
furry.
may I serve you?
I'm Colonel Yularen. We're doing a routine spot check of the dojos in the Federal District. I presume you have full records of this facility's government contracts and bodyguard training.
Of course. I will get them for you.
She's
Before
cool.
you do, we are also interested in trainers for a possible new urban combat unit. I see your students are practicing advanced stick fighting. I would like to observe your best technique firsthand.
Wow. Oh, yeah. We saw his fighting ability.
Excellent, Captain. Your style is unknown to me.
She respects
you have
it.
clearly been well trained.
Thank you, instructor. Perhaps the next time I'm on Coruscant, you will teach me some of your style. It is of
Aw.
your species.
Yes, a Togorian form.
Oh,
I would
Togorian.
welcome you
So that
as
is
both
different.
student and teacher.
Cool.
And now, Colonel Yularen, I will retrieve the records you requested.
You said you worked for an advocacy group. Which one?
It's called Higher Skies.
Thank you, Miss Price. I'm sure we will see each other again.
Arinda, I'm going to have to miss our next session. My employer is back on the planet. But I may have a free evening in the office. There's a conference room with enough space for sparring practice.
Where
That
is
looks
everyone?
fun. It makes me want to do that.
I am watching the office alone tonight. The conference room is just through here.
Uh-oh.
Good evening, Miss Price. It's nice to see you again.
Rip.
Mofgadi. Nice to see you as well. I wish you had taken me into your confidence back in the Alessandra Hotel. If you had, I could have told you that I was just as eager to take down Senator Renking as you were.
Really? Your own boss?
The man who engineered the imperial takeover of my family's mining business on
Oh,
Lothal.
yes. I guess that's
I
true.
just would have preferred to destroy him without messing up my own life in the process.
Your poise and confidence alone show you've come a long way since we last saw each other.
Yeah,
I'll
she
get
did.
straight to the point. Who hired your advocacy group to destroy me?
I have no idea what you're talking
Thrawn's
about.
music in the background.
Right after one of your people visited me, my confidential financial information was recovered from smugglers, and one of my mines was hit by raiders barely a week later. Is it Renkin? Or maybe a moth? Of course.
Uh-oh.
It's Tarkin.
What?
Grand Moff Tarkin. He's wanted me gone for years.
I mean,
Tell
you're gonna
me
take down Tarkin?
it's him.
I'd like to see you try,
I'm
bud.
sorry, Your Excellency, but I can't help you.
Maybe you don't know what your boss is up to. But we really need to know for sure, don't we? From now on, you're my eyes and ears inside Higher Skies. You'll copy files and report on conversations and contracts.
I'm sure that's not necessary, Your Excellency.
You don't need to work for him.
I think it is. And you do it. But I call ISB and tell them you've came here tonight to steal confidential files. Otlis will confirm that, of course. You should welcome the chance to prove
He
you're not
just likes
playing
to
games with me, Miss Price.
Blackmail everybody.
Nice glasses. With your eyes covered, most people would probably assume you're a Pantoran.
So I've been told.
Oh!
Why did you ask me to meet you?
I'm in something of a situation.
Pantoran.
I think you're
Yeah,
also
okay.
dealing with some problems. I'm hoping we can help each other. I recently spoke to a
He does
high
look
government
cool.
official who thinks the advocacy group I work with is trying to destroy him. He wants me to spy on them for him. Threatened to turn me over to ISB under false charges if I refuse.
I wonder what made her
Did
trust
he seem
Thrawn.
confident in that threat?
Just because he's smart
Yes, in that if nothing else.
and very much in the
He
hands of
didn't
the Empire.
realize that while threatening me, he let something important slip. During his rant, he mentioned that one of his mines had been recently attacked. I poked around a little.
Dunium.
Yes, a good-sized vein, which he apparently never registered, which means
Ooh.
he's selling it on the black market. I thought that since you're a friend of Colonel Yularen, you could quietly pass this along to him?
I can give this to Colonel Yularen, but I cannot do so now. If your corrupt official was confident in his false arrest threat, I'm certain he has allies among the ISB. The longer this information is with Colonel Yularen, the more likely it will become
ISB
known to
is...
others. I will hold your information, but I will deliver it only when I judge
Maybe
the
like
time to
internal,
be
like-
right.
What if I sweeten the pot? You know military tactics, but I know politics. I could help you there.
I appreciate the offer, but I do not need assistance.
Your aide might disagree. Ensign Vanto,
Oh.
in 3 years you've gone from lieutenant to commander, yet he's still an ensign.
That is a military matter. Politics should play no role.
You're too
Should,
good for those
but-
who dislike you to attack directly. Politics is all they have. Pressuring the High Command to keep your aide from advancing, putting your ship last in line for repairs.
I had noted that the Thunder Wasp was placed at the lowest
She's pretty
priority. I assumed the
keen and
repair
tricky
ranking was
herself.
based on which ships needed to be returned to patrol duty most quickly.
You were half right. I have some contacts who may be able to alter that.
Tell me, who does your high government official fear?
I don't know that he fears anyone.
Then whom does he hate? All who hold positions of power fear or hate someone.
Yeah,
or
Tarkin.
something. A threat to your enemy means potential vectors of attack for you.
I mean, he's not wrong,
Miss
right?
Dorinda Price.
Look at
I
Tarkin.
understand you represent an advocacy group called Higher Skies.
That's certainly what they think. Actually, I'm here to represent myself.
Ooh.
And to make you the best offer you'll get today.
Really? I think perhaps you overestimate your charm.
Oh, I don't run on charm, Your Excellency. I run on information. Here's a sample. I'll be happy to wait while you look it over.
Full credit for ingenuity. At least you aren't so obvious as to try a data thief program.
Not at all. This is the one with the thief program. It's the Higher Skies brochure and agenda I was supposed to give you.
Really? Who exactly are you, Miss
He's
Price?
like,
Someone who wants to make a deal that will benefit us both. The information on that card should give you a taste of what I have to offer.
Most of this I already know, which proves you've successfully tapped into Governor Narslin's records. How did your employers come to create such a clever thief program?
Yes,
I imagine
how?
they brought in someone to help. You see, I think they're rebels.
Rebels.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Wait, they brought in rebels to help?
But don't worry. All they have is the merest skeleton of that data file. Just enough to keep them happy with my work. It's a double-layer thief program, crafted on the orders of ISB Colonel Wolf Yularen.
Oh,
The one who
that's
advised me
the
to bring the
investigative
results to you
bureau or
was Commander
something.
Thrawn.
Very interesting. And what exactly did they expect from you in return for their help?
Colonel Yularen wanted the data, of course. Commander Thrawn asked only for a long overdue promotion for his aide, but there's still some political resistance.
Resistance to a military promotion? Which of our esteemed politicians has that much time and energy to spare?
Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon. I should have guessed.
I have information on
This
him,
is
of course.
more
He was one of the
confusing.
first politicians I
Freaking
targeted.
political schemes. They're always so tricky.
File on Tarkin. What's in it?
I don't know. This one's under a different encryption than anything else I've found. But if it's like the ones I've read, it probably has a lot of secrets in it. Things Tarkin wouldn't want anyone else knowing about.
Get it on a data card and bring it to my office. Now, I'll decrypt it. Let's see how high and mighty Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh, that's right.
When I'm
He
shoving his
did.
dirty little secrets down his throat.
Oh,
Imagine that.
and then she's going
A
right
high
to
official
this.
conspiring to use illegally obtained material to topple another high official.
So you offer me valuable data, as well as the satisfaction of removing Moff Gideon from the face of the galaxy. We haven't yet talked about you.
She
What
wants
do
a
you get out
position.
of
She
all
wants the
this?
position of
Your
power.
patronage and support. The knowledge I've helped the true powers that keep the Empire running. And I'd like the governorship of
Oh
Lothal.
ho!
Lothal. Not exactly
'Cause
the
that's where she's
ground-shaking
from.
demand I'd expected. Why there?
Governor Azadi and Senator Ranking cost my parents their mining company and forced them out of their home. Being made governor of Lothal will humiliate the first, and make it easier to take down the second.
I'm afraid what you've given me isn't quite enough. A clear vision of one's goals is important in a governor, but governorships are valuable commodities.
I thought it might not be, but this is. Everything about
She has the
Lothal
tricks up her
Empire
sleeve.
would ever want to know. The Empire is gathering up the Outer Rim worlds. It might as well be as easy and painless as possible.
Interesting. Some would consider that a betrayal of their home world.
I prefer to think of it as loyalty to my new home.
So she essentially
Hey, Arinda.
made it easier
We
for them to
doing a
take her
workout or
own
lunch?
homeworld.
Neither. We're making an arrest.
I mean, it
A
just didn't
woman
click
using
until
her training
this
position
comic
to bribe
helps.
or blackmail high-level bodyguards to spy on their bosses, and occasionally to try to murder them. There's just one thing I want to know.
Caught.
Were you ever my friend? Or was I always just a tool to you?
Yes, I was your friend. I wasn't involved with this until after Senator Ranking fired you. It showed me how corrupt the whole system was. Later, when Driller approached me...
And then you figured you could use me. Poor Arinda Price, cast adrift in the swirling dregs of Coruscant.
What
Perfect.
multi-layered stuff.
Arinda! I was your friend! I was there when you needed someone! Can't you help me now?
Here's what I'll do, Jim.
Well...
Colonel Yularen is going to interrogate you. If you give him everything, he'll send you to prison instead of having you executed. I'm on the road to power now. I may be able to pull
Holy crap.
get you out in a few years. If not, well, perhaps you should have chosen your friends better.
Yikes. Okay. Well, there is the price we all knew from Rebels. She, you know, she started out as somebody that was just a minor on Lothal with her family, then slowly people in power taking advantage of her. She finds a way to wiggle her way in, rightfully so, into the politics, slowly working her way up. People trying to blackmail and manipulate her, but she was able to collect that information, play the fool, and have it work in her favor. So yeah, I mean, she plays that role well. She did what she had to do to get where she wanted to be, and it worked out. So it's unfortunate, obviously, the accumulation of events led her to be somebody, you know, her own worst enemy, essentially. Like, becoming something maybe that she didn't ever want to be, but... Or maybe it opened something that she really was. Who knows? But I like to see the good in people. Can't blame it when it comes to politics and military action. Things can feel out of control. But yeah, very interesting. Good job as usual to the audio comics, putting out good voice actors, piecing together the visuals and the sound effects to add just more layers to the comics themselves. And really interesting to see. This was focused more obviously on Price than Thrawn, so I'm curious. They are coming out with Thrawn issue number 4 very soon, so feel free to check that out. If not, it'll be out by the time you see this, who knows. But yeah, so issue number 4, check it out on their channel. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.